Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing the history of Outpost 5. Outpost 5 started as theming for Adventure Express, the Aero Mine Train. Adventure Express opened in 1991, and Outpost 5, which uses theming for the shipping that Adventure Express was delivering stuff to Outpost 5. You can see this this is shown with the new theming added this year to Adventure Express, and it basically is talking about the shipping and the delivery to the Forbidden Temple, which is track 2 Outpost 5, but as shown by the original flower decor thing at the beginning of the ride. And there's also track 1 Outpost 5, which is the Outpost 5 we know today. This is a station of one of the most problematic and interesting roller coasters ever built, the Son of Beast. Son of Beast opened in 2000 as the world's tallest wooden roller coaster. It was also the fastest and only looping coaster. Standing at a height of 218 feet with a 214 drop and hitting a top speed of 75 miles an hour, this ride was also the second longest wooden roller coaster, just behind the father, the Beast, at 7,032 feet long, making it the longest looping wooden roller coaster ever. The loop was known as the best part of the ride and was 119 feet tall. This coaster was built by RCCA, or the Roller Coaster Corporation of America. Son of Beast was doomed from the very start after Kings Island signed the contract with RCCA. The ride was screwed. These problems started during construction with a 50 by 100 section of falling over, and the Roller Coaster Corporation of Ohio, the shell corporation RCCA was working under, or RCCA getting fired during the construction of the coaster. These problems would lead to a underdesigned structure, causing a wooden support piece at Bend 290 to crack. This was caused after Paramount and Cedar Fair was trying to work under RV Limited to fix the coaster. This was lead to the start of Son of Beast's downfall.
I hate to think it might have happened, but did Kings Island hide the truth about the roller coaster's safety?
After the 2006 incident that sent 27 riders to the hospital, Kings Island would have to make modifications to the ride to make the structure overall better, so another accident like this never happened again. Kings Island would do this by adding more structure, making changes to the structure, and getting lighter trains. These lighter trains, however, could not complete the best part of the ride, the vertical loop. This would cause the loop being removed, and Son of Beast opening almost a year later without the loop and some later trains. This would not save the coaster either, because in 2009, the ride would close again after a woman suffered a brain injury. The coaster would standing but not operating from 2010 to 2012 till this happened. Back then, RMC was too new of a company to give this project to. However, there was many rumors about an RMC Son of Beast / Kings Island bringing back the coaster for many years. These rumors started with this poster from 2018. This poster says number 5 is alive, pretty much signaling Son of Beast. It also mentions Son of Beast's closing date, or the date of its first closing, and Southern Yellow Pine Care, which is the wood that Son of Beast was built off of. It also mentions Outpost 5. Then you have these crates that say SOB, Ship to Action Zone. These apparently had parts from the old Son of Beast, signaling that Kings Island was going to ship these parts to Action Zone to rebuild the coaster. SOB is Son of Beast. If you didn't know, an Action Zone is the AZ stands for Action Zone. These crates apparently had the parts of the old coaster. This could signal that Kings Island had the plan to send these parts over to Action Zone to completely rebuild the coaster. But these plans probably fell through because of COVID-19. It completely shut down the theme park world. And it also mentions Outpost 5 shipping. This signals Adventure Express, or the Adventure Port area. Because of this, it makes me think that Adventure Port was meant to happen years ago. It just didn't, because COVID-19 delayed all of Kings Island's plans, and that means that RMC Son of Beast is going to happen very, very soon. These are the so-called parts. You can see that there looks like there could be roller coaster parts in here. This is not an amazing picture, but there is a possibility that these were the former parts of Son of Beast. The only problem is that Son of Beast's station would require a lot of work if they were to bring it back. And then there's this picture I have right here. I took this during the Beast tour. This originally showed up during 2019 Haunt, which is one of the biggest moments of Kings Island's teasing of Son of Beast. There was many mentions of Outpost 5 and Son of Beast throughout Kings Island, especially over by the Beast, with the logo, the mention of Outpost 5 and shipping and receiving, signaling Adventure Port, Adventure Express, stuff like that. Then on these Adventure Express teasers, it mentions the Southern Yellow Overlook, Southern Yellow Pine, the wood that Son of Beast was built out of, and it also shows the Outpost 5 logo here at the top corner. There's also some paw prints on this picture that are not in the image, and a lost cat note. This could signal that they're looking for the Son of Beast that has ran away to bring it back as a new coaster. And then there's this Outpost 5 teaser. These teasers showed up throughout the Twitter of Kings Island and mentioned Outpost 1, Outpost 2, Outpost 3, Outpost 4, and Outpost 5. There's the 2 Outpost 5, Track 1 and Track 2. Track 1 Outpost 5 is Son of Beast. And then there's this poster. This is Track 1, Outpost 5. It says Southern Yellow Overlook, which we already said is in the old Son of Beast plot of land, and that is the wood that is built out of. It also says see the world's largest Rose Bowl section. That is the double helix on Son of Beast, with the height 218 that I mentioned earlier is the height, and the Outpost 5 logo. The last thing is Son of Beast Station. Outpost 5 is still standing and has not been used for a new coaster in many years. And also, Wolfpack has not opened since 2019, and I don't see Kings Island ever bringing this back, considering the wolf head is gone, and I think when they remove the sign, these rumors will start again. And then, let's talk about what we could expect from this coaster. There's a few problems that will come up with this coaster, and the first one is how are you going to build this coaster when Banshee takes up a small part of where Son of Beast is? The thing is that there's still plenty of land out back there, and the only way I could think of doing this is either doing a sharp left turn out of the station, or they could dig a tunnel like they did for Yukon Striker at Canada's Wonderland, where they cut a piece out of the roller coaster, Banshee, and they dig a tunnel, and then they put the piece back. This would make it easy for them to rebuild Son of Beast and make this one of the best coasters in the world. The other thing is RMC has never built a vertical loop, but I feel like any company will do what you tell them to if you pay them enough money. RMC, I think that they have the ability to build a vertical loop, considering they just partnered with the company who builds Larson Loops, so they definitely have the ability to build these looping coasters now, if they didn't before. As you can see on Vector's coasters, Vector layout, he does have the massive vertical loop, which would be perfect as a tribute to Son of Beast. You would have to replace most of the layout for Son of Beast though, considering it had a kind of boring layout, mainly focusing on large helix instead of airtime. They had one camelback hill, but it did not provide any airtime. The other important thing is, how tall would this coaster be? Do you really want the top steel Vengeance is a question that Cedar Fair needs to ask, and I think I'm going to go with the answer is yes. Kings Island cannot be deprived as a top 10 coaster all the time. They really need a coaster that people can point to and be like, hey, that is the best coaster at this park. Kings Island doesn't have that. You can get multiple different answers. Mystic Timbers, Orion, Diamondback, those are the top 3, and even Banshee sometimes thrown in there, with the Beast being a very rare pick. Definitely some good options there at Kings Island. They just don't have that one poster that you can point to and say, yeah, that's definitely top 10 in the world. Definitely some good coasters out there. Just they need that one coaster that you can definitively point to and say that coaster is amazing. And the last thing is, how are you going? Does this coaster happen next, or is it going to take a few more years? Teasing normally starts a year before the coaster is built, and if this is a 2024 project, I would assume that this project will most likely get delayed till 2025, even if they announce it for 2024, because ground-up RMC hybrids normally take 2 years to build, and there are a lot of problems with using the old Son of Beast station. That station has been standing there for 23 years now. They will definitely need to do some work on that station to make it functional to hold the coaster again. That will probably take some time. Also, RMC has a lot of design to do, learning how they're going to get around Banshee and the Bat. The other question is, how many years does the Bat have left? The Bat could be gone in anywhere from the next 2 years to the next 10 years. It really depends if Kings Island wants to continue to take care of it. That would make this project much easier, but I do think that Kings Island will get this coaster in the near future. Will it be their next coaster? Probably not. I don't see this coaster going where Vortex stands today. I see this more likely going in the old Son of Beast plot of land, as I said earlier. And I do think they would want to replace Vortex first. But what if they didn't? Considering that the Son of Beast station is not getting any younger, I think it would be more important to replace it sooner. Bye guys, see you all next time. Thank you for 200 subscribers. Road to 250 stars now.